Right, here we are, Morning Mayhem, high octane motorsport and photography.
Yep.
I've got the event on again, good to see. We're out here to have a morning of Brekky laps. Well, actually, we've already had a morning and we're going to show you what's going on.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I reckon we're going to have a bit of fun and
What can they expect to see today?
lots of races.
Different cars?
Bit of boost.
Bit of boost? You'll see some boost, some JZs?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Some Mopa, some Chrysler Valiants.
Yep. Certainly will.
Unfortunately, you can see we've got one on a trailer, so maybe our day hasn't been quite to plan. But what do you say?
Let's get into it.
From Overtaking lane.
Hi,
Hey?
mate. How are you?
How good is this? This is another one of our new crew members.
Do we look the same?
I might be a bit hairier.
Yeah.
But, mate, you've just had a great day.
Fantastic day. Yeah, it was good. Really good.
Now, we sort of had an eventful day for our day and had some breakdowns, but then
Yeah.
Tyler was very quickly to jump in the passenger seat over
Mate, never
here.
seen him move so fast.
And, well, I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast once he got onto the track.
Yeah, mate. Very impressive. I was real happy with weight ran today.
So, mate, tell us about the ute.
Okay.
I think we might be running a JZ.
We are 1J out of a Chaser, JZX100.
Yep.
So basically started out as a 2Y, 1.8 litre, 4-speed, and flat out doing 98 k's an hour. It was my son. We bought it for our business, and then my son used it as his learner car.
Okay.
And then he bought a 350Z, brought me to a downshift meet, and said, "Dad, you've got to come and have a look at this." So we went to a downshift meet at the track, and then I said, let's do something with this. So we bought a half cut from a JZ, and from a JZX100, and then we put her in the shed, pulled her apart, put her all back together again, and here we are.
So you did this with your son all at home?
I did it by myself. Yeah, my son actually lives away,
Yep.
and yeah, I did all myself in the shed. The only thing I didn't do was the wiring.
Yeah, right. Now,
Yeah.
now you've been out to plenty of track events. You've had some hiccups at the last few.
Yeah, like the last probably 7, I haven't had done more than 2 or 3 laps. I was started out as a R154 manual with just a standard setup all the way through, and it only the gear shift was terrible. You know, like it still was quick because it's nice and light. It only weighs 1,050.
Yeah.
So with the horsepower it had, it was a nice light car. But unfortunately, the time between the shifts, the autos would just walk away from me.
Yeah.
So I converted over to an auto. First drive back from that happening, and did number 1 rod. So, and apparently it's not uncommon when you change from manual to an auto. But
Oh, okay.
so after talking to some guys, it's not uncommon. So anyway, that happened. So got on the phone to Golby, had a yak with him, and put in one of his 900 capable bottom ends. So, and now that's been running now for probably 25,000 odd Ks, and never had a problem with it. Just always been the auto. Just trying to get that set up right. And Gilroy's Automatics. He's got it right this time, because it
How
is a
good's that?
monster. Yeah.
Now, last time it was just a line, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You just
Last time out here, it was just blew a cooler line. But that was enough to do all the clutches and everything in it, so had to start again and just build it up from all the wear out parts, you know. So
Yeah, right. Now, now what sort of power are we getting?
we're 770, and I think it's 896 foot-pound of torque. So when it comes on, it's coming on.
What was it, 1,050?
No,
1,150.
1,050.
1,050. There's
Yeah.
no weight.
No weight.
Definitely nothing in the back.
No.
How many bags of concrete have we got
Yeah,
in the back?
common question actually. None. It must be a bit of a myth, because they really do tuck in nice. Like,
Okay.
you know, when I was sitting around the 550 horsepower, it was awesome. You could just flatten the foot, it would just bog down, like the back would just bog in, and off you'd go.
Right.
And it was really good. The next step up, obviously, I've gone past what probably the leaf spring suspension can handle, although it's still fun.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you're running. What are we running? ET Streets on the back.
ET Street's on the back at the moment.
Now,
Yeah.
how long have you had these on for?
This is my second event. So the first one was when I did the power
Yeah.
line.
So
and
not
then
many
this
laps?
One, no.
And then
No.
and then today we got a
Hour
fairly
and a
good run.
half, yeah, of it, and they're just about shot.
Because it is not getting a lot of traction. It's still it's going very straight. Like
Yeah.
from outside the car, it's hard to tell that you're as slippery as you are.
Yeah, you can. There's a lot of steering going on inside, and a lot of holding my breath.
Yeah, I think Tyler might have been too, because he mentioned to me just before. He said, "Oh man, that is quick." I said, "Did it shock you?" He goes, "Yes." And you know, he's been in some quick cars.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. As I said to Tyler, I said, you know, that he's never driven with me before, so he doesn't have the confidence of me as a driver. Number one thing, and it must have been a little bit, because let me tell you, when we hit coming down here and we put the foot down in in top gear at 3/4 way down the straight, we would just light it up and you could just feel it. It was just skating everywhere.
No,
And still passing
it's
people.
Brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
We really love it. Now,
Yeah.
what was your first car?
My first car was a HK panel van. Yep. Wish I had it
Old
now.
school panel van
Yep.
too, the
And my
HK.
second car was a HG 327 Monaro.
Oh, Oh,
Wish I had that now, yeah. The
There's a lot of money
Monaro,
there. You
yeah.
could buy some, a few JZ motors with that.
Yeah, mate, I wish I had the know-how. I would have just stuck it in the shed and just kept it. But
Yeah.
so you don't know them.
You've
things.
always had a bit of a passion for cars.
Always.
Obviously, Downshift got you the idea to do.
Yeah,
this, and
I've
we're
always.
gonna do something.
I never really was into the JDM scene, whereas now it's my blood.
Yeah.
I love JDM, man. Yeah, it's
the
way.
the number plate says it all.
So it does, yeah.
JZ
yeah.
Life.
Yep, that's it.
It is JZ Life. Some other people might read it as something else occasionally, but it's JZ Life.
That's it. It definitely is. Definitely is the life you want.
Mate, thank you for taking Tyler for a run out there today.
Oh,
Thanks
look,
for coming on
pleasure.
the show. Thanks for watching all the time. You're always there.
Yeah,
as
try to
well.
be there every night.
Mate, we appreciate that, and yeah, keep it going. We love
You
it.
and me next time.
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, you can scare me. Thanks,
All
mate.
good.
See
Thank
you
you
the
very
next one.
much. Cheers.
Trent, I had to pop over here and have a chat to you, mate, because now I spotted this Camry. I didn't get to see it out on track, but I did spot it afterwards, and it's a little bit different to the usual Camry we see getting around, mate.
It's a bit of a hobby of mine. Probably spent the last 15 years working on it. It was the first car.
Well, I was about to say, I normally ask everybody, what was your first car?
Yep.
But this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
You've just never got rid of it, and you've just kept adding to it. Where did it start?
Started out replacing the exhaust because it had a hole in it, and then the rear springs, and then the wheels, and then from that point onwards, I just sort of fell in love with it and kept going with it. I don't know why, but I did.
Well, it's had quite an extensive bit of fabrication going on under the bonnet there.
Yep.
So what turbo are we running?
It's a GDX 3076.
Yep.
And manifold was done by a mate of mine, Troy from 2XS Racing. Now he's moved on from there since, but yeah, it's a good bit of fabrication in there. I love it.
And it's had a little bit of engine work as well.
Yep. So it still runs the factory 5S FE block and crank, and the head is off a Gen 1 3SG Celica, and internally we've got JE pistons, acrylo rods. Cams are Toda 264s. So
It's had a fair bit done.
yeah.
This is not the unusual family granny's Sunday driven to church Camry.
No. That's the appeal of it. I love just keeping it that stock look on the outside and surprising a few people. So
And now, how does it go for torque steer?
changes lanes well without steering.
I love it. And mate, what about the passion for cars? Did you have a passion for cars before this, or was this what got you into it?
I mean, I guess I sort of grew up around the Fast and the Furious generation, sort of that. Always had an interest in them. This sort of actually is what I learnt on. I ended up doing an apprenticeship, becoming a diesel mechanic. It was all, I guess, as a result of having this. It's just something I could work on weekends, and yeah, it became passion and then job. So.
Now, it's actually extremely tidy as well. Like the exterior and stuff. Has this been repainted or?
No.
This is all original. You've kept it in that condition.
Yeah, there's still stone chips and trolley dings on the doors.
There is some there.
Yeah.
It looks really good though when you have you have a glance at it. It's
No, it's
for its age.
I mean, I've tried to keep it as clean as possible, but yeah, you can't help stone chips and all that sort of stuff. But
It wasn't a new car when you got it.
no, it was. I got it in 2004, so about 11 years old. So
Yep.
yeah.
Mate, and how was today? What did you think of Brekky laps out here for Morning Mayhem?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's just great fun. Everyone's just out here to have a good time. No one's racing for sheep stations. It's good.
You can go out, you get chopped, you do some chopping, you've got it goes every way, doesn't it? There's a bit of everything out there too today, wasn't there?
You've got to be realistic. You're not going to come out in a Camry and beat everyone, but as long as you're beating somebody, it's
I guarantee you've turned some heads today.
It's been a good lot of reactions out of people. So.
A lot of people go, shit, that's a Camry. I love it. Trent, thank you so much for coming on and have a chat and telling us about it. It's a very cool car, mate, and we'll wait and see where it goes. Will you ever get rid of it?
No.
No, I love that.
Absolutely not.
Well done.
Cheers.
Excellent. That's the right answer. Good on you, Trent. Thank
Thanks,
you.
mate. Cheers.
Well, the day didn't quite go to plan.
No, it didn't.
We jumped out there. Tell us about our first run.
Well, we didn't get very far.
Unfortunately, our first day or track sort of event that the 360's been back out on, and you can see a video of this car up here.
Mm-hmm. That's the right spot. You did it for once.
I think I get it every time. Come on.
Yeah, because you point everywhere.
I just point everywhere. But tell us a bit more.
It's the first time out in the new setup, and a bit unfortunate. The gearbox seems to have let go. So
Apparently rated to 850 odd horsepower, that gearbox, but first pull and low boost, and didn't quite happen. So unfortunately, we didn't get you to bring any footage of that. But hopefully, you've enjoyed seeing some footage of the Centura. But at the end of the day, got us through the day, but ended up with a hole in the radiator.
yeah.
So Greg's working feverishly here behind us to swap the radiator in so he can drive it back home.
Yeah.
And he'll probably never take us to the track again, will he?
No, we're bad luck.
Hopefully he'll forgive us. But he's ended up with 2 broken cars. Seriously, we're not normally bad luck, are we?
No, I don't think so. Well, Liam had a good day, and I was with Liam all day.
And he just had his first day of no breakdowns.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just me.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it.
And
Jump on, grab some merch.
yeah, do that. Jump on the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials. Check it out. That's where you can find us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Stay in the right lane.